Hi, Leo, and welcome to your Venus Love Tarot reading. Venus is moving into Aquarius on December 20th, and she will remain there until January 12th. So this reading will cover that time frame. And during that process, Mars will move into Sagittarius on January 3rd. So that's a very spiritual energy. And lastly, we have the new moon in Capricorn on December 26th, along with that annular eclipse. So Leo, major cycle completion. That annular eclipse is no joke, and it's opening up the new energies for new cycles as well as 2020. And you know, with Venus moving into Aquarius, this is an energy where we're getting very analytical. We're thinking about things. We're kind of detaching from the emotional body and looking at things from a much more, like facts and logic and not being swayed by emotion. So let's see what your overall energy is. What's going on between you and anybody in your life? Ooh, we are in a period of forgiveness. That's nice, Leo. So between December 20th and January 12th, as you know, Venus is moving through Aquarius, what you guys are thinking about is forgiveness. This could be your current partner. This could be just different things you've been carrying around as emotional baggage from past relationships, just heaviness, weights, on you, different emotions that maybe you haven't properly filtered through, because, the process of healing and letting go of somebody is a process all on its own. Especially if there's been like a lot of heavy things that happened within the relationship, like betrayals, abuse, lies. So it's like a two-part process where it's one part mourning the relationship and letting it go, but also working through all of the heavy emotions and betrayal that are experienced outside of that love, that connection and attachment to you that you feel to somebody. So some of you, you're finally like at that point as you're wrapping up 2019, where you are coming into more of like a spiritual understanding of all the different things you've been through romantically, and you're healing and you're evolving and you're really growing beyond it, and you're finally able to like close the chapter, close the book, and let it go, let the past be the past, and embrace like right now, today, and move forward with that. This forgiveness, those singles out there, it could be that it's like new love is coming into your life, and it's finally time to really let the past go and face your emotional baggage and heal it, so that you are fully open and available for love to come in, because you never want to punish a new person for what your past relationships have done to you. And that's what so many of us do, because we don't properly heal and work through the emotional baggage and the wounds that are left behind after relationships ends. And Leo, I just see with this Venus moving into Aquarius, it's giving you the relief to get out of that emotional body so that you can see things from a much different perspective, which finally gives you that relief, that release that allows you to move on and move forward, where it doesn't hurt you and haunt you anymore. Now, Leos that are in committed relationships, this is also quite positive. This is you and your partner finally getting over something that caused damage and pain and heartache and distance between the two of you. I'm not picking up, I like with the forgiveness, of letting the past go. I feel like there is like new love up ahead. I don't know that it's coming in over these next 3.5 weeks. We'll pull more cards. This is more about like just the completion of all like past energy, letting it go and growing into a new form, a new shape, which aligns you to an entirely new type of relationship and romance. So that's what I feel for those singles. And then couples, it's like you're finally overcoming some heavy stuff that's happened within the relationship, forgiving, like true forgiveness, where it is going to be forgotten and not rehashed in the future. It's going to stay here in 2019, and you guys move forward in, a closer capacity. So let's pull some highlights of this energy. And Then we have the cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Wow, what a beautiful synchronicity for everything that came through with that card right there. All right, keys on a ring, many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, one night stand. All right, Leo, so this is, okay, the keys to me is representing the emotional baggage for those singles that you've had to overcome, and like how we rehash it, and now you're finally moving out of that emotional body and seeing things, you know, from a different perspective, which frees you, and it no longer hurts you. Those of you in committed relationships, the keys represent, you know, the damage or whatever has happened that has facilitated a need for forgiveness, and somebody really changing their mind, really switching how they see things, how they do things, how they go about things. All right, so let's pull some tarot. Ace of Swords, yes, see, new thinking coming in to the mental body, new ideas, seeing things from a different perspective, but also Archangel Michael coming in very strong with you guys, saying it's time to move beyond what holds you down and shackles you to the past. Whether you're single or you're in a committed relationship, it's really time to free yourself from those energies before you move into 2020 and forgive, because you're evolving beyond all of this, Leo. Next is Justice. Ooh, that's powerful. Next is the Six of Pentacles. Now we have the Empress. And we have Nine of Wands. Okay, Leo, you singles. Again, I don't really see like new love specifically coming in over these next 3.5 weeks. More of just like the completion of old energy. Like it's time with the Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael sitting right next to Justice. And remember, Justice is blind. There's no emotion involved. It's right or wrong. It's black or white. And that's like where you're coming into. Leo is seeing things from that perspective. And it's a big relief to you to not have the emotions interfering with your thoughts, because it sways you in different ways. And now it's like facts are facts, and that's what you're basing your decision on, and you're gonna move on. It's time to let go, because here, this is the Empress. There is new romance up ahead for you that is very equal, very mutual, loving, caring, sharing, all those wonderful things. But we've got to purge the past first. So 2020, definitely new romance for you guys, okay? And then committed, yeah, you guys are at a turning point. It's true forgiveness, like where the past isn't going to come back anymore. We're seeing things from a different perspective. There's change of behavior, all right? A balancing of energies. Just somebody, I feel, really, I don't want to say pulling their head out of their butt, but it's like the way they were thinking about things or going about things was quite unfair, and like they are shifting, and now they're gonna be much more fair. It's more of an equal exchange of energy between two people with the Six of Pentacles, and it's very positive, it's very fertile, it's very nurturing and giving, and it has great potential for like you know, prosperity and longevity, and you know, blossom after blossom with the Empress right there. So committed relationships, you guys are definitely getting back on the same page with each other. And singles, it's time to let the past go, cut yourself free to let the real thing in. You know, there's good love coming up ahead. And just change your thinking. You know, anybody that burns you or hurts you, you deserve better than that. And when we're really emotionally attached, it's hard to see things from that perspective. Okay, let's pull some more tarot and clarify a little bit further. We have the Queen of Swords, and that's, you know, sitting here on this Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, this Ace of Swords. Goodness, I struggled there for a minute. This is like brutal honesty, truth. This is where emotions are not a factor. It's about facts and what is fair, what is right, what is virtuous, what is filled with integrity. That's what's going on for you, Leo. And those of you that have to let the past go and forgive and all those things, it's this again is that your relief where you can see how everything you've been through has, you know, really benefited you in a positive way through your growth. Going through it wasn't very fun, obviously, but you're going to be very proud of who you've evolved into and what you've become. That's where Spirit's taking you, okay? Those of you in committed relationships, it's like there's no mask here. The gloves are off. It's real. It's honest. It's true. It's pure. Your both of your intentions and what you're expressing to each other. Under Justice, we have the Ten of Swords. So that's the forgiveness coming in right there. Those of you who are committed, and then, you know, that's your past, Leo. You guys deserve better than anybody that will put you through that and leave you hanging and go away. And that's why Justice is here on the Ten of Swords. Two of Cups on this Nine of Wands. The Knight of Cups on the Six of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles on this Empress. Yes, Leo, there is beautiful love up ahead for you singles out there. It's just we've got to have this final purge and healing of the past and letting it all go. That way, you know, nobody new coming in doesn't get punished for everything that you've been through. Because when there's emotional baggage, it happens. You know, there's insecurities, there's fears, there's behaviors that wouldn't be present if those wounds didn't exist. So that's why there's this big push of forgiveness for you to filter through any residual emotion and finally understand it so that you can move on and move into this new connection that's just up ahead for you. Two of Cups and this, you know, Knight of Cups. But Four of Pentacles, I don't feel like this is a very, like, a selfish energy. I feel like this is, you know, once you guys meet, you guys aren't going to want to give each other up. It's just going to be a very instantaneous connection, and you guys are just going to mesh very well with each other. Committed Leos out there, apologies are coming into play, who's just been really, like, off, unfair. They're realizing it, they're stepping up, and it's more than words. It's changed behavior as well. It's like, I will not let you go. I don't want to let you go. I will do anything and everything to make our relationship work. So let's pull some advice. Joy. Lighten up. Find that hidden inner child and have a play date. Laugh, be silly, dance, and sing. It's time to have fun again. Yes. Committed, that's what Spirit's talking about. Your love is strong enough to overcome whatever this forgiveness needs to come into play for. Your love is strong enough. Those of you where you just have been having a really hard time letting go of the past, the time has come. Embrace the present, embrace the unknown, the unfamiliar, and the new love that is up ahead for you, because it is going to be filled with lots of joy and happiness, so much better than what you've been feeling and going through, you know, working in these relationships of the past, trying to heal and get over and forget about these relationships of the past. It's time for real love, Leo. Real love coming in for you singles. I love your reading. And committed couples, you guys are like overcoming a mountain that has been existing in between you guys. So it's beautiful time for love for Leo. Those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.